everybody. It is June 6, 2012, and today is a Wednesday, and it is 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we have here is the JP Morgan stock. And what we're going to do is we are going to calculate this stock minute by the minute. And just like everything else I have displayed, I'm going to work with this one. So it looks like this stock wants to drop a little bit more. 33.06. It's at 33.07, and this instrument wants to compress to 33.06. And we can add this and catalog this in the archives. I'm going to have a new section called Minute by Minute. I think out of all the material that you have seen already, there you go, 33.06. It should drop a little bit more. There you go. Should go to 33.04. We're looking for 33.04, either in this candlestick or the next one. And my favorite words are, where are we going, Johnny? Remember that? It was at 33.06. It should be dropping 2 more cents. There you go, 33.04. Should drop another cent. Should be going to 33.03. Did it do that? I'm just going to double check here. Didn't do it yet. We're looking for 33.03. There you go. It just did 33.03. Drop a little bit more now. I've got it going down slightly more. 33.02. Looking for 33.02. This will be dropping a lot more than 33.02. But we'll work with it as it drops. It's kind of stuck on 33.02. There you have it, 33.02. And we should be going to 33.00. We'll continue to drop. We're going to go to 33.95 possibly. There you go, 33.00 has been reached. And work on the rest of the numbers here. We're looking for 33.95. It'll drop to 33.99 now anyhow. There you go, it blew through 33.99. We're looking at 33.98 as we're going to continue to go. We're going to continue to work on this. 98, should be going through 97 towards 32.95. We're looking for 32.95. As I mentioned to you over here, this is going to drop 5 cents. It's almost working its way there. So just bear with me. It's going to expand slightly and then continue to drop. We're looking for 32.96. Last night I was working on the minute-to-minute project, and I decided to work with crude oil versus the US dollar, and you have close to 2 hours of it. It's quite a bit of information. It's really amazing. So we're looking at 32.99, we're looking for 32.96 to 95. It will continue to expand a little bit. We're looking for 33.03 now. 33.04. 33.03 has been reached. This needs to compress again to 33. There you go, 33.00. Should be working its way back down now. A little bit more. It should be compressing. There you go, 32.99. Sorry. We're at 32.98. We're looking for 32.96 to 95. Reached a little bit of a cluster level here, but it will continue to drop. It won't drop here. So just enjoy and watch us work through this. 32.98 should be compressing even more. Looking for 95, 96, 95. Again, this is the JP Morgan stock. We can work with Bank of America if I choose to later on after this, but it's a little bit tiring. see it to compress. It's 32.99. It should be dropping to 32.97. So should be dropping 2 cents. Where are we going, Johnny? We're at 32.98. And if I feel like it, we could be recording this all day today on JP Morgan, but I choose not to. It gets a little tiring after a while. So 32.99, we're looking for 32.97, or actually we're looking for 32.96. It should be dropping to 32.97 soon. And again, I want to thank Singapore and New Delhi, India, for their amazement and their kind comments. The word is spreading quite quickly there in Asia, as they tell me. I'm gaining popularity. They have some of their brightest minds there. I know they're trying to reverse engineer, and they are, let's say, stuck. And that's the part that I enjoy. Should be compressing soon. We're looking to, it's at 32.99, we're looking for 32.97 to 96 and 95. I'm not quite sure, folks, if you hear any soft tapping in the background. That is just my calculator working on its algorithm. As it, at the same time you are viewing and me announcing the things are going, there you go, 32.97 has been reached. I will move my cursor to show you. It should begin to compress even further now. As I told you, it needs to go to 32.96 to 95. It will drop even lower. It will compress even lower. 32.96 has been reached, as you can see right here. And we're looking for 95. It should be, there you go. 32.95 has been reached. So there was your, here is your 5 to 6 cent move calculated. And we work through with it microminute by the microminute. And as you can see, we can work on this all day, every day, all year round. We're at 15 minutes. So 15 minutes in my workings, I announced to you that this was going to drop, and it so did. It dropped close to 8 to 10 cents. So we're working with 8 to 10 cents here, as you can see. And don't worry about bloopers here. I know what these bloopers are all about, and they absolutely mean nothing. Should be dropping again 2 cents, 33.98. We're at 32.99. It was at 33.00. Should be dropping another cent. There you go. It went through 32.98 to 32.97, as I mentioned to you. And it's going to compress even further. It's going to go down. It's at 32.97. It should drop a little bit more to 96. Stuck here on this candlestick. Supply and demand is kind of in a bind when you see these things slow down. I don't know if it's due to processing or order flow, or I don't know. I'm not there to see and understand why, but to me, I just like to call. There you go, 32.96 has been reached, as I told you, and seems like it's going to go back down to 95. We're looking for 32.95 and even lower now. This stock is going to drop quite a bit. I'm not going to tell you where. I already know how far it's going to compress. So what we're doing here is we've been working between close to 11 to 12. I just calculated 11 cent playing field here. We can do this with 50 cents. We can do this with $1. We can do this with $2, or we can do this with a total parameters. Be dropping to 32.95. We're at 32.97, 32.98. Should be dropping to 32.95 again. I'm not sure if it's going to do it in this active candlestick or the next one. We're looking for it to go to 32.95. There you go, 32.95. Should be compressing even further. Looking for 94. We're looking for 94, right on the horizontal crosshairs here. So we're at 19 minutes of recording during the New York hours of operation. It's at 32.96. JP Morgan should be dropping to 32.94. 32.97.96 earlier. Now instead it needs to go to 32.94. Drop even lower to 32 point. Looking for 32.92. There you go. There's 32.94. 32.94 has been reached. And I did just mention to you that it's going to drop even further to 32.92 or 32.93. We're at 32.96. It's at 32.97 now, and this stock needs to compress to 32.93. Needs to drop 4 more cents. 3 more cents. So at 32.97, I announced to you needs to drop to 32.93 down in this area. Right where my cursor is, I want you to keep an eye on this. Again, I certainly love playing with stocks. I truly enjoy doing this. And for those that actually do see the financial gunpowder behind what I have, it is truly remarkable in terms of an economic leading edge. Gentleman Sky Wu in Hong Kong who told me this is economic fire, economic gunpowder. It's economic weaponry in the making. And they are truly enjoying what I'm doing, but they do say they have a hard time to fathom as to what algorithms I'm using. They have their top minds at it, and they're just absolutely stuck in the mud. And I told them they will be for another decade. But I won't be disclosing it too much. By then I'm sure it will be tendered out. They've already been expressing through humor, how can you possibly put a price tag to what I know? That was Sky Wu's comments. The intrinsic value behind this is measurable beyond anyone's belief. We're at 33.01. This needs to drop to 33.93. We start to see this compress again. For the moment, it will continue to expand. Compressing back down to 33.00. We're at 33.01. 33.02. its moves. Does needs to, this price, this instrument is at 33.03, should be compressing more to 33.01 to 33.02. Oh, 33.07 again. There you go, 33.07 has been reached. 33.08, oh, just did it, 33.08. To 33.05. To 33, oh, just went there already. 33, oh, just beat me to the punch again. It's going just about as fast as I calculated. 33, oh, go again. Climbing slightly more to 33, oh, 33.10. We're at 28 minutes so far. My wrist is becoming a little sore. And again, looking at this cluster behavior. I've got 33.08, it's at 33.09, it should be going to 33.10. As I told you, it was going to expand slightly, and you can see this behavior actually unfurling to what I told you. There you go, 33.10 has been reached. I told you down in this area at 33.07 that it was going to go to 33.10. This should be compressing back to 33.08. There you go, 33.08 has been reached, as you can see. Should be going to, oh, it just did it. I was just going to announce 33.11. And just as quick it did that. 12, oh, for one, Jesus, it beat me to 33.13 already. 3309, it just did. Should continue to compress. Now we're going to 3308 down here in this level. It's at 3309. Should go to 3307, it's at 3309, I've got it going to 3307. Either in this candlestick or the next one, it should drop to 3307. There you go, 3307. Should continue to compress. 3306. Just follow my cursor. Should be coming here. JP Morgan should be dropping to 33.06. Where are we going, Johnny? It's amazing the famous words that are beginning to be coming out of the streets of the few that follow me in Singapore and Hong Kong. They really enjoy the quote that I have, "Where are we going, Johnny?" They laugh at it. They enjoy it. They're actually laughing with me. They like it. And they're actually calling me and saying, "Where are we going, Johnny," when it comes to corn. As it went back up to 3309, it should be going to 3306. We're waiting for 3306. There you go. 3306 has been reached. Should be compressing even further. It's at 3308 now. We're looking for 3305. It's at 3309. This stock needs to drop 4 cents. Needs to come way back down here, 4 cents. And where are we going, John? We're going to 3305. Went as high as 3309, 3310. Now it needs to go back down to 3305, as you can see it. Right to where my cursor is. Now I did 2 hours of this work with crude oil, as I mentioned to you last night. My wrist was numb after my workings. We're waiting for this to go to 3305. And again, this stock will re-circumnavigate. Continue to compress again. It's just momentarily went up, just as I told you it will. In this area here, it did it over here. I mentioned it to you. I announced it in this area, and it did it over here. So we're back on the compression back wagon soon. Back up to 3309. This needs to drop back down here to 3305. This needs to drop back down to 5 cents, and as you can see, it will. will stop my fingers now until it gets to 3305. And this is just not only price calling. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye. Just can't look at this from a trading standpoint. You have to look at this as the anatomy of what you're actually eyewitnessing is the anatomy of price movement. Doesn't matter what stock it is. You're eyewitnessing the underpinnings of the global financial system in the makings, and it should be dropping. Oh, there you go. It went to 3305. Should be compressing even further. And should be dropping to 33.99, I think. We're at 3302 or 3301. Should be compressing lower than that. There you go, we reached 33.00 and we're looking for 32.99. I'll sit here and recalculate everything again. 32.99. We're at 3301. We're looking for 32.99. It should be right where my cursor is. We're at 3301. And the reason why I'm working on JP Morgan, I don't think I told you earlier, is my following in Singapore and Mumbai and Delhi told me they want to see the JP Morgan stock, and next to that they Bank of America, they want me to work on that as well, so I'll probably do that today or tomorrow. Actually tomorrow. I don't feel like doing anything else today. I did too much on functional analysis and wanted to do one more recording for you. So I think I'm going to end this. I think with close to an hour's work now. We're looking for 33.99. As I told you, when it was it needs to compress to 32.99. As I told you, when it was 33.02, 33.03, it's dropped to 32.99. They actually requested me, now that I remember, they mentioned China Mobile. They want me to do the minute by minute on China Mobile. It'll be dropping, it'll be compressing to 32.99 now. It's at 33.03. It needs to compress to 32.99, and then I'll call it quits. So we've done all of this, folks. It's tedious, and it is exhausting. What you anticipate, I have another, I think, 33 to 34 more videos going to be uploaded sometime after Thursday. It does take my IT guy several days to do that. I want you to see some of those amazing results. They include stocks, they include index funds, include some commodity. There's a lot of minute-by-minute recordings as well. I think that includes sugar. I think I did sugar on that one. I did gold as well. And this is all of these minute-by-minute performances are all upon the requests of my following abroad. Again, those that are going to see this recording, I want them to spread the kind word of who I am as they're doing so. My following is growing. My email, actually my phone, I have to shut my ringer off because I'm receiving phone calls from around the world while I sleep. So I have to shut my ringer off. We're at 3303, we're looking for 3299. I'll put my cursor to it on this level. There you go, 33.99 has been reached. 32, sorry, my apologies. 32.99 has been reached, and this was calculated way up here in this area. We'll continue to compress even further. For your own sake of following and a fresh pair of eyes, I hope they still remain fresh. Watch this, it will continue to compress. This stock will be compressing even further. Thank you very much. And continue. I hope you're continuing to spread the kind word of who I am and what I can do. And I hope you've enjoyed my economic gunpowder, as it was quoted in Asia. So I like to end with my famous words is, where are we going, John?